and I'm trying to analyze. Somebody said, not just somebody, psychologist. There's some psychologists that I just found, definitely respect and agree with the majority of what they're saying. You know, shit, everything, or not so much even agree, and am learning new understanding. Maybe there is such a thing as male privilege, but I disagree. Maybe it goes along with white privilege and being a white male, but and even them, Johnny Depp, they believe Amber. Motherfucker had to prove himself. You know, they automatically believe the woman. If somebody accuse you of rape or whatever, that's your privilege to get accused and get jailed, to be an easy target. Is that the privilege? If the police get called, who's most likely gonna go to jail because the woman looked at as the weaker one? That's the privilege? To be able to put on child support easily, that's a privilege. You know that you have to have children. That's not just a man and a woman. But once that happens, that open up a whole nother can of worms. So who got the privilege? I'm serious. Like, I am a man, so maybe I'm biased. Tell me, you know, if I am and I just can't see. Yeah, so a man can kick a woman ass because he's stronger, but he gonna go his ass to jail too, 9 times out of 10. A woman could kick a man ass and his ass just kicked 9 times out of 10. Of course, there's that one time, huh? I just can't think of too many situations when you get into legalities, that is. Like, because you're saying privilege in this world, in this society. The only privilege you have is being stronger. Like, y'all got all, like, y'all can vote, y'all can do anything that a man can do that you're capable of doing, you can do. Unless you're physically or mentally or whatever that might be, incapable of doing it, you can do it. What are you talking about? So I think this psychologist that I respect highly is actually a female bias, because she's a female coming out as smart as she is, and she got it together for real. But I think that's a bias and not actual a fact. Proof? Am I wrong? All right, so that's what I got. Peace. Hopefully I could put this together in my editor app. Anyway, and not to mention, if you get married and get a divorce, she's gonna take half your shit or whatever. It's gonna be horrible, and more than likely, the man come out on a losing end. Don't have children, you really gonna come out on a losing end, most likely. Everybody ain't gonna be Steve Harvey, you know what I mean? Or those rare people, whoever, Halle Berry so jacked up with her pretty ass, so jacked up in the head that she paying child support. But that shit is rare. That's not a privilege. That's just a runoff, or whatever you call it, one-off, you know? That shit don't happen on a regular basis. It ain't more likely for the man to be getting child support, man. In my case, I was the dad. You know, I was the primary caregiver of my children. Then the court ain't trying to hear that shit. I was the one feeding them and bringing them places, and, you know, bringing them places, bringing them to daycare, picking them up from the daycare, feeding them, watching them, you know, whatever, while she at work and screwing other dudes. I ain't saying that, you know, I work, but I have my job flexible enough that I can always be the one picking them up, whatever. You ain't never had to pick them up. Probably almost never had to drop them off. Could count on one hand the amount of times you had to drop them off, you know, or she had to drop them off. So ain't no male privilege. Make that shit make sense. It's white privilege, and if you're a male, you getting, that's a privilege. But that's it. That's it. If it ain't, once again, explain. Please explain. And then since dead men tell no tales, depending on the circumstance, if she kill you and said that you was doing her something, or flip it around the other way, who's more likely to be believed as this weak victim? Even though she could have been actually kicking your ass on a daily basis. Even though that could be true, anybody trying to hear that? Society ain't trying to hear that. So what's the privilege? I don't understand. I want to figure out, like, how do you thinking men have a privilege? The privilege that I could be a high-rise window cleaner, and you know, it's more likely that a man gonna be doing high-rise window cleaning than a woman. Like, risking my life, fucking 80 stories up or whatever, you know, like that kind of shit. That's a privilege. Privilege to be a fireman and all this other hard shit. That's a privilege. I'm sorry. Well, at least Doc give me some food for thought and something to put out there. And hey, anybody, please comment, respond, let me know. I don't get it. And I know you know you don't know what you don't know. I don't know everything. I can't perceive everything. So holler at me. I'm out again.